Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 24 of the CWA The Real World Draft Series here on the channel, as it's the go-home show before the Slammy Showdown for the Rocket, as we have a backstage incident before we can run the show, and it's Tanahashi's by being a fucking lad he is. He gave the locker room a lift when he provided a crate of free drinks for everyone. What a fucking ace that man is. Dear God, it's alright, now we get to book the show. We'll get you guys when it's all booked, and we'll run the show. We have the first of two pre-show matches. The Dark Order taking on England's Calling, as Evil Uno picks up the one with the pump handle pile driver on Martin Stone in 10:24. As wow, I can't believe Joel Redmond's having like a 32. Like it's surprising, very surprising there. As this match, Kylie Ray and Chelsea Green, two girls who have not been used since fucking March, almost 2 months, but we have her here on this pre-show as Chelsea Green wins with a fan prettier in 9:50. That's a 28 for Chelsea Green, 22 for Kylie Ray. That's an oof there. The Stampede TV intro, as always, as then Shimano and Rikidori, Blood Generation. They make their debuts on the main show as they defeat TMDK. As the muscle bomb from Nurkidoy, where Mikey Nichols gets the win in 9:31. 53 for Nurkidoy, 52 for Shima, 46 Mikey Nichols, and 44 Shanae. So yeah, they were the better team over TMDK. That's big. I mean, TMDK, they're in their pops like in the 20s, low 20s. So I mean, right then, them winning here, they're already like the third best tag team in our division, which is sad. But no, they're the fourth, because it's like Bucks. Rather, you have Sami Zayn, Kevin Steen, the Bucks, Miz and Morrison, and Sheamus and Barrett. I'd say they're better than... So they're the fifth best team. Just like that, though. As this opener, Pete Dunne, Sexy Eddie. Pete Dunne went with a bitter end. I didn't want Pete Dunne to be on the pre-show anymore. He's been on like 3 pre-shows. Finally giving him a win on the main show. It's against Sexy Eddie. Sexy Eddie with a 28-39 for Pete Dunne. I got a 28 overall. As PAX Open Challenge, as it's the debuting Tommy in, a part of the Dark Order. As we'll see how the match goes for the British Commonwealth title. And Tommy fucking in wins. He wins with a black mass, 13:03. He slays the man that is PAC, a man who has had the belt from the start. He had 9 defenses going into this match, and he doesn't get the 10th one. Tommy Inn gets the win, an upset win, but a win for the Dark Order, as that is the British Commonwealth Championship going over to the Dark Order. I figured that's a fun way to end PAX Open Challenge reign. What a fucking reign it was. He's been the highlight of the Stampedes for at least, since he's been doing it. Every match he's had, it's been at least the highest rating. This year with the Tommy Inn, I figured Tommy Inn with at least 2 50s or something. 48. That's tough, but him being from, not really from British Isles, Dutch, in the Dutch background, from Holland, but yeah, he's worked a lot, obviously, in the UK, Progress and whatnot, but it's kind of close-ish. Didn't want to have someone not from the British Isles, at least, beating Pac, but at the same time, there's not a whole lot of guys I wanted in that spot, so we went with Tommy in instead. Didn't want to have an American do it. I figured that'd be kind of a fun way of doing it, or a Canadian, but went with this instead with Tommy in, getting the win, as he's the one that slays Pac. How fun. As then Brock's response is truly, he's so joyful. The happiest this man has been in the CWA since he's been champion, to have a killer like Tommy in the Dark Order. He's impressed by the new recruit that Father James Mitchell has, as he Tommy fucking in the CWA. How fun. As this, I didn't know what I wanted the main event to be, because we had the kind of British Commonwealth title match. I didn't want that to be the main, actually. I wanted to kind of like surprise people with that. So I went with this, Hiroshi Tanahashi and Hiromu Takahashi. How about this fucking Hiromu with a 64, Tanahashi with a 47, 12:53 in the high fly flow, getting the win for Hiroshi Tanahashi. Hiromu's the fucking man. Hiromu could have beaten Pac, honestly. Like, he's that talented, but we went a different route. But Hiromu, God bless him. See, that's his first loss in the CWA too against Hiroshi Tanahashi. A not so deserved loss, as you see the pop or the in-ring differences. The pop differences were pretty big. Rumba's like in the low 20s. Tanahashi's I think at 46 or 56, something like that. But the main event, as it's Bret Hart, he calls out Bryan Danielson and Brock Lesnar to sign their contract, and before they sign on the dotted line, they said no, it's not just going to be you two. So there's a third man, a man who has put his division on the map. He made the belt as big as he could, 9 defenses, but now that reign is over, and he was the number 2 contender for the CWA Canadian Heavyweight title. So the Slammy Showdown for the Rocket, making it a triple threat match. I'm adding Pac as Pac comes out. He's distraught, but he's excited for the new adventure here and to take on Bryan Danielson and Brock Lesnar in the triple threat for the CWA, the Canadian Heavyweight title. As my God, what a triple threat that's going to be. That has all the makings of being the best match we've ever done. Fingers crossed. As I got a 69, nice to end out the show with the contract signing. As I got a 62, we'll take it. That could have been a lot worse. Really, the worst thing was the Pete Dunne Sexy match. We should have put that here. Had Seaman Nurkido and TMDK here. That got a 65. I was actually really surprised that was the best match. Not really, though. I mean, it's Pac, but Tommy in at the same time. But man, that's a good little 2 matches back to back. That was some great stuff. Even this angle did well. The Pac's challenge usually does pretty well. We'll take it. That was a hell of a stampede. Hell of a go-home show. And that will do it for this episode. As what a Slammy Showdown for the Rocket. What a show that is going to be. Got a triple threat for the Canadian Heavyweight titles. You now all know. We have Sasha and Natalya for the women's title. Young Bucks, Kevin Steen, Sami Zayn for the tag titles. Even Tomohiro Ishii and fucking Naomichi Marufuji. That's going to be a fun-ass match on the undercard. And we have a lot more that I kind of have up my sleeve to have in the undercard. As some new debuts. Some as Hiroshi Tanahashi's feeling effects of grueling recent schedule. So we got to line them up for a bit. As I mean, we have a lot of new signees and whatnot. So that's a lot of fun. As we have the debut, Tommy in. What's he gonna do? The Slammy Showdown for the Rocket. Assuming he's not gonna have an open challenge type of thing. We'll have to see how that goes. As exciting times for sure. As we will catch you guys next time for the Slammy Showdown for the Rocket. Take care, everyone.